Hi there, my name is John Leland, and this is Video Mojo, where we talk about making meaningful marketing connections for a better you, better me, and a better world. And today's subject is 3 reasons why a website is no longer a web presence. You know, when people think about being present on the web and doing any kind of marketing online, the first thing they want to do is create a website. And then maybe they think about search engine optimization or SEO, and that's another video I did earlier about why SEO is so yesterday. It's even more fundamental that a website is not a web presence because, number one, marketing is about relationships. And we're kind of like that's a theme here on Video Mojo. We're always talking about how we build better relationships and make better connections for meaningful marketing. So if you want to make better marketing, you have to make better relationships. And at the end of the day, a website is just a brochure. So number one reason is website is not a web presence because it really doesn't create relationships. It may be a need for you to have an online brochure. That's perfectly valid. But if you want to reach out and you want to create new relationships, then a website is not sufficient at all. The second reason is that if you want to build relationships, it requires time. It requires multiple touches. And that doesn't happen on a website. People visit your website and they're there and gone very quickly. If you want to have multiple touches and create a conversation, which is what it takes to have a meaningful relationship, then you have to be consistent. You have to be putting out what we call in marketing multiple touches. So that happens via email, that happens via social media. That's where the real interactivity or engagement happens. It happens on social media, it happens on email, because you're reaching people where they spend time every day. They don't spend time on your website or looking for your website, but they do spend time scrolling through Facebook or Instagram, down the line with the social media. They do spend time in their email inbox, God knows. So those are the places where you can show up on a consistent basis. And that's the third reason that a website is not an online presence, is that it takes that kind of consistent value, being consistently valuable in order to build a relationship. So you have to offer things on an ongoing basis. I am an advocate of a weekly minimum frequency, just like we're doing here on Video Mojo. I'm doing my darndest to create a weekly video blog post and podcast in order to be consistently valuable. I'm walking my talk in that regard. And I think that's what it takes to really build a new kind of engagement and a conversation. So just having a website is not sufficient if you want to create engagement, if you want to create meaningful connections. That's not, a website is not a web presence. Being consistently valuable online via social media and email, that's where you can create a conversation. That's where you can have multiple touches, and that's how you create a meaningful connection. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really grateful for your kind attention. Happy Thanksgiving if you're watching in that kind of time frame, and happy holidays, and I look forward to seeing you next week.